What's up, everybody? So I was trying to make another video for a while now, but it's today's Monday. It's almost New Year's Eve, and so now I've been 10 months in with Western Express. And that should tell you a lot right there. The fact that I've been working with this company for 10 months. And I guess you could call it a 10-month review video. But anyway, I'm gonna just talk about the things that's on my mind. This video is not about me trying to talk shit about Western Express. I'm sure there's a lot of videos out there that people are talking about. But anyway, what I was actually going to talk about is, I guess, my experience of now that I'm in 10 months, we're working with Western Express for flatbed. So right now, you think about that. Like, there's a lot of ways you can look at that. When I first started this video, I told you guys, I don't know if you guys been, what's your situation, if you're a new driver, or if you've been, if you work for Western, or if you're thinking about working. But like I said, from day one, if you're a new driver and this is your first job as a trucking job with a trucking company, you are trying to get your first year experience. And that's exactly what I am almost about to accomplish. And that was your goal. And again, it has not been a perfect year for me. I've made quite a few mistakes. It has not been a smooth year. There has been ups and downs, and that's just life, My truck got towed. I parked my truck at Walmart. I took it home for the weekend. Took it home Friday night. Parked it there Saturday, Sunday. I went home, but when I came back Sunday night, my truck was gone. And I kind of freaked out. I said, what happened to my truck? So apparently it was a private property, and this is basically an advice. Don't park your truck at Walmart for more than 24 hours. Don't park it there for 2 days. Your truck, they will tow your truck. So they did. They towed my truck. I had to go and get it out on Monday. They said it was going to be $3,500 to take out the truck. I got long story short, I took the receipt, sent it to Western Express. Western Express called the towing company, negotiated with them the price. They paid $2,000 to take the truck out. And when I talked to the maintenance department, I believe, that handled the situation to take out the truck, the guy, he asked me, he said, how long have you been working for Western? He said, they're going to look at my profile, how long I've been working with Western, how am I doing, how's my driving points and everything. So anyway, my point is, Western paid for the charge to take out the truck because I've been working with Western for the past 10 months, and I've been working consistently, doing a good job. Bottom line, there was one of the guys, he commented in my messages, told me that he worked for Western for like 2 weeks. He parked his truck at Walmart, his truck got towed, and guess what? Western sent him the bill for the whole charge, for him to pay for the price for the tow. So that should tell you something. What I'm trying to say is, man, look, I know there's probably a lot of people out there talking shit about Western Express. Look, I've been working for Western Express for 10 months, man. You gotta you gotta take what you have and you gotta make it work. You know, I put everything in it, you know, and this was another thing I was going to talk about: responsibility. You know, this is, nobody's on top of you as a trucker. To being a trucker in this job, no one's on top of you. No one's going to tell you what to do. No one's going to tell you when to wake up or do this or do that. You have to be responsible. You have to be a grown-ass man and do what you need to do. You know, you gotta be responsible, you know? Like, you gotta, some days, example, right? I went to the consignee, 12 o'clock at night. I parked the truck, went to sleep, right? In the morning, the dude came banging on my door, 5 in the morning. Wake up. Like, you know, you can't park the truck over here. This is at consignee. Well, guess what? You wake up 5 o'clock. Now I drive a flatbed. Now I gotta untarp, unstrap 5 in the morning. Now, again, some people will complain, bullshit, blah, 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 that why you gotta, but that's part of the job, you know? That's what I'm trying to say. Not every day is gonna be perfect. So, and I've had perfect days, you know, I've had nice days where just, you relax, you don't have, some days you just drop and hook. I've had those days as flatbed, just go drop and hook, bobtail, whatever. And other days, you know, like those, you go park at a consignee, sleep overnight, and wake up first in the morning, untarp, unstrap. I didn't even wash my face, didn't brush my teeth, nothing, didn't eat nothing at all, nothing. Just wake up first thing in the morning, put your boots, everything on, get dressed, go on tarp, go work. I'm not complaining. That's part of the job. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you have to be responsible to do your job, you know? And that's the bottom line. So that's that. Other things. Now again, the point of me making this video is basically trying to say that I've been working with Western Express for 10 months as a flatbed driver. I like it. I mean, it's not the best company, it's not the best job, not the best pay, but guess what? I'm doing it, right? Now I almost got my 1-year experience. And guess what? What's next? I got my 1-year experience. Like I said, like I was trying to say in all my videos, you know, Western Express is a good company. It's a good start. It's somewhere to start, period. It's somewhere to start, you know? And so now I'm trying to see like what's next. And again, I'm not trying to leave as soon as my 1 year is up. Like, I want to try to find something better. You know, maybe of course I want to make more money, and I can go to a different company that pays me more, maybe has a more home time, maybe a local job, anything, you know. Or you can go owner operator. You know, I've been again, all the resources is there, you know. Resources are there. You can go on YouTube. Like, of course, I'm making this video for YouTube to talk about Western Express. Man, I don't have anything bad to say about Western Express. Like, if that's what you were expecting to hear, I mean, sure, maybe it hasn't worked out for a lot of people, but I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right, you know. There's a lot of other drivers I met at Aliquippa, at Danville. I mean, you know, we're doing it. I see a lot of same guys. You know, I meet them. They're happy. They're doing it. I'm doing it. You know, we're doing all right. And even some of those drivers, like a couple of drivers, they said that he went, worked at a different company, came back, and started working for Western again because he was doing better at Western. So anyway, point is, man, look, you can't be lazy, you know? That was another thing I wanted to talk about. Responsibility and laziness. This is like, I used to be before I got into trucking, I used to be a manager at Wendy's. And I used to get paid like, they used to pay me $13 an hour. And I was working like 50 hours a week, 10 hours a day, and my paycheck was like $500 a week. So that was like $1,000 every 2 weeks. And I was on my feet all day. And now look here, like I'm sitting and I'm driving. My point is, I'm trying to talk about laziness. You can't, look, it's an easy job, right? No matter what, at the end of the day, you're not doing physical labor. It's a pretty easy job, so you can't complain. And they pay you pretty good money. So you gotta, again, well, you gotta know what your goals are. And I've tried to talk about this again in my older videos. You gotta know what your goals are. Again, from point, maybe that's just my mentality. Like, that's just how I think, you know? Like, that's just how I see the world, how I see my life, like what I'm doing. I know my goal. My goal was, I want to do my 1 year at Western Express, get my experience. After that, after I get my experience, then I can do anything. I can go to any company. After I got my 1 year experience, I can do any type of trucking job. And now looking forward, what's your long-term goal? What's your long-term plans? You know, once you got your experience of 1 year, you can go to a better company, you can do owner-op, save some money. You know, you can pretty much, and again, you can go to a different category of trucking. And I was trying to think about that too myself. Like, I'm doing flatbed. Man, drive-in is like the simplest thing you can do. Anybody can do drive-in. You know? You don't want to do drive-in. Like, anybody could do that. You want to do flatbed. What I'm trying to say is, like, I'm thinking about more money, obviously. I'm trying to look at tanker, a lot of tanker jobs, hazmat, car hauler, what else? I don't know, I'm sure there's quite a few other categories. But that's what I'm saying, like, I'm about to, 2 more months, I got my 1 year experience. And after that, you know, I have more options. So, I'm making it happen. You know? And that's about it. I don't really know what else to say, you know? I'm doing it day in, day out, Monday through Friday, staying in the truck. You know, it's not the best lifestyle. You don't eat the best food. But guess what? I got a job, you know? Thank God. You know, there's a lot of people, I mean, you know, I don't have to go into depths of everything, but you guys know how it is. Bottom line is, man, if you get a job, like if you're working for Western Express, or just the fact that if they hire you, be thankful that you got a job, you know? That's the bottom line. Just the fact if you got a job, man, be thankful. Right? Like if they're trying to hire you, like, don't take that for granted. Be thankful that they're hiring you. They're giving you a chance. They're giving you a truck. Because seriously, go online and see how many companies there are and look at their requirements. A lot of those companies have, I'm not going to say high standards, but they have like a certain level of requirements that you need to meet to get hired to work for a good, reputable company. Right? So it's not easy to work for any company. Like, you can't go to JB Hunt and say, I want to drive for you. They're not going to hire you unless you have like a clean record, you have a, experience, at least 2-3 years experience. You can't go to Walmart and say, I want to drive your truck. They're going to laugh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have high standards. So, but you got to start somewhere, and you got to appreciate that Western Express at least gave you an opportunity to work. And they gave you a job. So if you're working for Western Express, make the best of it, Take the hand that you're dealt and give it your best effort. Don't just make excuses or blame other people or point fingers. I was stopped in one of the truck stops, and I parked my truck. I went inside, nighttime, went to go get some food, and then I sat down in a Pilot, and I was eating my dinner. It was late at night, like I think 9 o'clock something, and there was a guy and a girl sitting down and just straight up talking shit about Western Express. It was a dude and a girl. I think the girl was a trainee, and I sat there, on the seat, and they were sitting like right across from me, and I was just quiet. I was eating my food, but I sat there and I just watched and listened to them the whole time, just talk shit after shit after shit about Western Express, about this and that and this and that and this and that, And then, mind you, and think about it, this is a trainer who's training a girl and just constantly talking shit about how bad it is, how bad this is, how bad that is. And like, come on, I mean, anyway, all I can tell you is my experience. Bottom line is, look, Western Express gave me a chance, right? It's not the best company in the world, but I'm making the best of it, right? And once I get my 1 year experience, and I'm not even saying that I'm going to leave after my 1 year. I like the way things are, and I might stick around, but I'm trying to keep my options open. That's what I'm saying. And I'm pretty happy with Western Express. All right, things are going they're pretty good. And again, my point being was that I take my job seriously, even though no one's watching over me, telling me what to do. But that's my point. You have to be responsible, and you can't be lazy. You gotta do what you need to do. They're giving you a load, right, on the Qualcomm. They give you a load. That's all what you're responsible for. You are responsible to make sure you deliver that load on time. You do what you need to do, and you're good. That's it. That's really it. There's nothing complicated. It's as simple as that. And you're responsible to make sure you deliver that load. That's all there is to it, man. And for some people, they can't even, I mean, I guess it's not for everybody, So that's my 2 cents, That's my 2 cents. I hope all you guys are doing well. It's the end of the year. I hope you guys have some good plans for 2020, and God bless. I hope everything works out well for you guys. Any questions, comments, you know what to do. Leave it in the comment section. Let me know. Let me know what's on your mind. And see you guys next time. God bless.